Hey there, welcome back friends. In our last video we have added a new Maven project into our Eclipse IDE using the archetype which is provided by Jersey. Now this is nice, and using the archetype we were also able to successfully create a RESTful API, RESTful web application, which is indeed a template which is provided by Jersey. Now how this application is working is something which we don't know, and this is something which we will explore. As of now, try to understand that this is a web application and we do have a URL which indeed can handle a GET request and will provide a proper response. So in here, if I click on this link, check out the link. The link is /webapi/myresource, and this particular URI is nothing but a RESTful API URI, and this particular API is returning this text. Now let us understand how this application is working. First of all, this particular page is being created by a JSP page. Let me show you. If I navigate to the main folder inside SRC folder, we have this web app folder, and inside this web app folder we have the index.jsp file, and this file is responsible for this particular page. Now in here, if we check, there is a URI pattern used in here which is webapi/myresource, and there is also a yet another link provided to the official website of Jersey, which is okay, which is nice. Alright, so here is the link. Here is the page index.jsp. Now as the name of this page is index.jsp, as a result, this is the default page which will get loaded whenever we run this application, which is nice, which is the usual stuff. Now let us understand why when we click on this particular link, we are able to handle this request. First of all, let us check the configuration. Now the configuration where this particular URI pattern is configured, webapi/resource, is inside this webinf folder, and the configuration is inside this web.xml file. Let me expand this, and if I show you this particular file, there are like couple of configuration, and these are usual servlet level configuration. Till now there is nothing which we have seen related to RESTful API. These are standard servlet related stuff. Alright, so first of all, here is the servlet configuration. So if we check the servlet configuration, first of all we have given the name of the servlet, which is the standard stuff, and then we have the class name. This is nothing but a fully qualified name for the servlet container which will handle all the requests. Now definitely we can check where is this particular class. So if we navigate to libraries, Maven dependencies, then we will get a jar related to Jersey. Let me show you. Here we go, Jersey container servlet core, and in here we have this particular package, and inside this package we have this file servlet container. So this is the class. This is the class which is handling the servlet request. Alright, moving forward, we have the init params. Now these init params will help us to provide the package which will be used to register your classes. Now definitely we will talk more about this init param later down the line, but as of now understand that using this param value we are able to register our application. Alright, and the package is org.steadyeasy.rest-app. Let me show you the package real quick. Inside src/main/java we have the package org.steadyeasy.rest-app. Alright, so this is again a standard thing. Let me minimize this. Apart from that, we have the mapping. Now mapping is important. So using this mapping, we are asking Jersey, we are asking RESTful API, we are asking JAX-RS to handle all the requests which we are receiving via this URL pattern, and the URL pattern is /webapi/star. So every request would be handled by this particular URI pattern. This is the reason why we are getting this particular pattern on the URL when we are handling the GET request. So that is again one thing. Alright, now moving forward, let us try to understand how we are getting this particular response. Got it. So inside this particular package, we have myresource.java file. Let me open this. Alright. So in here, we have given this path. So whenever we are hitting this particular path, which is myresource, then this class will handle the request. And inside this request, we have a generic method, getIt method, which is handling all the GET request. Alright, so we are handling all the GET request. Now what is this produces is something which we will check later, but do understand that this particular annotation will specify that this method will return a plain text. Alright, now finally, as this particular URI is nothing but a GET request, this method will be called and this method will simply return this text, which is got it. And in fact, if I type in got it again and save the changes and then try to refresh. Alright, so this is reloading the context. This will take a couple of seconds. Alright, now we are getting the updated message. So this is how the application is working. Alright, so this is the background story, how the application is working. In our next video, we will definitely start exploring that how we can build our own RESTful API, but this was the background story. Now before ending this video, let us quickly also check the pom.xml, and using this pom.xml, we have added all the dependencies. Alright, so in here we have like couple of things like a group ID, artifact ID, packing, version number, which are the usual Maven related things. Apart from that, we also have this plugin. Now this plugin is provided by Apache, and this plugin is nothing but the compiler level. And in here inside the configuration, we have used version 1.8 because we are making use of Java 1.8. So this was again a issue why there were some issues, there were some problems when we initially added this Maven project. Now definitely we have fixed the configuration and there is no problems. Apart from that, there are like dependencies which we have added. In fact, the dependencies has been added because we have made use of a arct type. Everything is pre-configured and nothing else needs to be discussed right away. Later down the line, we will revisit pom.xml and we will check couple of more things. Alright, finally, let me also show you the problems tab. There is no problems, though there are like warnings, which is okay, which is nice. We will try to fix these warnings again later down the line. As of now, we are good enough, and this is the background story. Alright, so this is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.